Okay, guys, so today we're gonna be talking about this credit card that I got, the Marriott Bonvoy card by a American Express. So this card gives you points, but it's not how you think. So this card is basically a travel card. So basically, once you get the card, it gives you options on the app. I apply for Eat Around Town. So what that basically means, I can go around town and eat at any restaurant, and for every point I get, for every dollar I spend, I get four times 4 points. So that is if the restaurant is not a Marriott restaurant. So if it is a Marriott restaurant, it will be times 6 points per every dollar I spent. However, if if I don't stay at the hotel, I only eat at the restaurant in the hotel. So let's say I stay at the hotel and I decide to eat at the restaurant. So by staying at the hotel, automatically you're gonna get times 10. You're also gonna get a bonus for the level of the card that you have. For me, it's 25% bonus, and you get the times 6 for eating at the restaurant. So for me, it's a total of 18.5 per every dollar I spent. So 18.5 per every dollar you spent, that is a lot of points. So basically, that's the way you stack up points. However, at the restaurant, if you're staying at the hotel and you pay at the restaurant, so let's say you take out your card and you just hand it to them, you only get the times 6, because it doesn't in the system they don't have it like you stayed at the hotel. So you gotta be like added to my room. Once you say added to my room, they put it in the system, and it has to go through a code. It gives you a code that is like you stayed at the hotel. So that's how you will get the times the 18.5 times every dollar that you spend. So make sure you use that strategy and know how to use the card. So let's say for gas, you only will get times 2 points. So you don't want that. So for gas, you can get more points with other cards. So you only want to use that for eating or traveling, and especially if you're staying at the Marriott hotel, which you're gonna get the most amount of benefits with the card. So you can also in the app, you can also see the bonuses that they have going on. So let's say per every stay, they had a 2,500 points per every stay, and I took advantage of that bonus. So they do have bonuses going on that if you cash them, you can get the most amount of points for towards your account. With you can use the card in a strategy to get the most amount of points. And right now, for Mother's Day, I am going to a hotel, and it's a hotel that's almost $1,000. But I booked that with just the points that I had on the card. So using the strategy, and just by saying add it to my room instead of paying up front, and getting the right code, using the strategy and all that, you'll get the most amount of the best benefit, the most amount of points on your card, and you can book more hotels with the points. And for me, I booked the hotels, and I used the points and all that. So right now I booked a hotel with the points, right? So I don't get no points by booking the hotel, but you will get points for eating at the restaurant. If you eat at the restaurant and the hotel, you will get points for other stuff. If you book the hotel and everything with your own money, of course you're gonna get the most amount of points, but you can also use the points or save up the points, use it however you want, but just know how to use it in a strategy. So let's say a chocolate bar, something simple as a chocolate bar. A chocolate bar, let's say you go to 7-Eleven, you buy a chocolate bar, it will only be times 2 points, because that doesn't give the code. Once you buy it, it doesn't give the code of like a supermarket. So if you buy that same chocolate bar at Publix, you're gonna get times 4 points for every dollar that you spend. Of course, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive because it is Publix. The stuff is a little bit more expensive, but you will get more points for the money that you spend. So a quick example. So I had this hotel booked for $300. So the hotel that I had booked was, of course, $300, but I found out that hotel will only give me times 5 points, and I canceled that hotel and I booked another hotel for even the same amount, $300, but that hotel gives me times 10 points. So just by changing hotels and still paying the same thing, so I went for, well, basically times 5 times 10. So I changed to a times 10 with the same amount of money. So I'm literally getting double the amount of points in the hotel I booked after than if I would have stayed with the original hotel that I booked. So all of that is a strategy. There's different hotels that give you different different amount of points. Most of them always give you times 10 points, but there's some of them that don't give the right code, so you can get the times 10 points, so it will be times 5 points, and you're not getting the most out of the money that you're spending. So I spent the same amount of money and got double the amount of points, so it was way better, and a way better, you can say, investment. So the way I use it, I go to hotels, I book it with the points or just book it with my own money. But at the same time, I'm using it as a strategy with my YouTube channel. I also film everything with all the hotels, everything that they have to offer for my YouTube channel, rating the hotel. So basically I use it as a strategy with the card, and basically getting money, well, not getting money, getting points, but also getting something out of it that I can put out and I can share with my audience. So I'm basically using it as a strategy. I did email the Marriott affiliate so I can get like an affiliate with them, or more stays, or free stays, or more points, or whatever I can get from them, because I am offering something to them and whatever they offer back. So if you give me something, I give you something. I'm doing it anyways. I just want to see if I can get something out of it. So yeah, the Marriott card that I got is the Marriott Bonvoy card by American Express. Know how to use it so you can get the best and the most amount of points per every dollar that you spend. So yeah, know how to use it. Know, like, every time I go to buy something, well, now I know the restaurant is times 4 points, restaurant at Marriott is times 6 points, restaurant staying at Marriott and eating at the restaurant is times 18 points. But if you say add it to my room instead of just paying up front with the card, So just knowing that strategy, you can get the most amount of points for every dollar that you spend. And every time you go to buy something, especially starting out, because I kind of have like a base already, I know how to work with it and how to get the best amount of like the best and the most points per every dollar I spent. But every time you go to buy something at the start, you just got the card. Let's say you just got the card, you want to buy something or whatever. Just look online, make sure it's times 4 points or times 6 points. If it's times 2 points, you can, of course, it's times 2 points, but you can probably get more amount of points with another card that you might have. If you don't, of course, it's times 2 points, and you are racking up points in a good way. Because if you only have that credit card, go for it. It's better than nothing. But make sure it's times 4 points and times 6 points. Trust me, it goes by way faster than if you get times 2 points for every dollar. If you get times 4 points or times 6 points, even on a single stay, you almost have the amount of points to stay at another hotel. So yeah, that, know the strategy. I know I say this a lot, and every time you go to buy something, ask or go online or search for it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share, and I will be filming the hotel that I'm staying out this weekend for Mother's Day that I booked with only the points. So yeah, I do know how to use my card to get the most amount of points. Peace.